Welcome back. We'll go straight to basketball now. Talking about Nigerian basketball. This time around, we're talking about the 3-on-3 basketball, where the Federation have actually released a list of players. 16 players have been invited for the 3-on-3 basketball for the women. And, of course, they're going to be in camp for like 8 days, yes. But if you look at the stars, you have some very familiar faces. The championship that is starting to go in Togo from on the 1st of November. That's just next week, Wednesday. So they'll be in camp from now till that time at the National Stadium. And these are the invited players. Familiar names, you will say. Nkechi Akashile, she was part of the squad who won the AfroBasket Championship that just went by. You have Chioma Odeaja. She also was the First Bank players. First Bank should be preparing for the African Champions Cup. And they're going to have these players not there. Well, the coach will just have a lot of things to look up to. Chidima Deborah also there. Ikemuwa Akarawe also there. You have Grace Okoronkwo, Christiana Isaac, Rosalind Queen Ulabo also there. Josette Anasem also in that list. You have for the men that were the guys that were invited, you have Yahaya Abdul from Kano Pillars. He was part of the squad who finished second in Tunisia. Azuma DK also part of the squad who finished second. You have Lucky Subel, all these players. The first three from Kano Pillars, Joel Ajigba from Civil Defense. You have Alalibo Ronan, Ebikoro Timowe, and David Godwin. All these players, these ones will be for the men. So 8 players drawn from Kano Pillars, Civil Defense, of course, River Supers and Kwara Falcons are the ones that will be participating for the men, the 3-on-3 basketball. Now, the thing is, they will be training at the National Stadium right there in Lagos. But the question you're going to ask is how for the men, I think it's a bit okay because we know their Champions Cup have been shifted. But for the ladies, when you know the Champions Cup is starting for them soon in Angola, and the coach already saying they just, automatic qualification, they didn't have to even kick a ball for them to even qualify because other countries apparently couldn't afford to register for the qualifiers in Zone 3. And now you're having 3 of their key players, now selected for the 3-on-3 basketball championship. It's going to clash with preparation-wise not. So it's not looking good for First Bank at all.
Well, I guess the handlers of the team, we're doing our own job here to raise the issues. Maybe somehow, they're not seeing this now that it has been raised. I guess the handlers, we just look, the handlers and the administrators sit down together, how, you look at everybody's interests and so that there won't be a clash. I must admit that these days it's a bit refreshing talking about basketball because, even though the tensions are still, the undercurrents are still there, but we seem to be going in the right direction, especially with the national teams. And we'll see how we can go. I think this is an issue that, can really be sorted out. Just look yourself in the face, sit down and, look at the bigger picture, and look at things that, you can forego for the bigger picture. And I hope that, we will not have situations where you have people putting their interest above maybe the national cause, as it is in time past where Nigeria shows up in a place with two teams.
I don't think that's happening right now.
That's what I said. All of those issues seem not to be happening, and that's why I'm happy. I don't really care about what anybody is doing behind the scenes. Whatever they're doing seems to be working because things seem to be going on well with the national team. And I hope it continues like that, what we're talking about here will be about the key players. And now, we're appealing so that some players don't get overworked, some players don't get to miss crucial events that could help their team go on the way to win titles. Those are some of the issues. But then, like I said, I think it's things that when they sit down together, they can really look at and and sort it out.
So 16 teams, 8 for the women, 8 for the men, and they will be coordinated by the director of 3-on-3 basketball in Nigeria, talking about Frank Jitubo, who is the chairperson of the FCT Basketball Association. Well, we wish them all the best. Training starts in earnest, and by next week we should be talking about how far they can go. Right now, just say, okay, just give them the chance. But the good thing is they have experienced players. and they have coaches that will be able to, get the job done. It's 3-on-3 basketball. I think it's easy for players to actually, switch to it. You're having the 5 guys on court, you're having just 3 guys on court and all that. So it'll be easy for them to just, take a look at it, picking those who just finished from a tournament, blending them into it. So it's going to be easy to not be as difficult as what we had, at the Africa Championship, right? You're smiling. Well, no, that's what I think, because I'm just thinking they're coming from a tournament and all that. So that energy is still there.
Okay.
The vibe.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, let's quickly do this. And we want to take a quick time out. And during that time, I will allow you to enjoy a game between Shooting Stars and Remo Stars from the Nigeria Professional Football League. When we return, Toby, Emmanuel will be joining us, and we will continue with the show. A lot still to talk about on the show. Join us again.